What's up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Please follow my Instagram at RussoLifts. Just in case something happens to this YouTube channel, you can follow, message, and you can watch my daily story content on Instagram. I'll see you there. What's up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. So the 2020 update on the SARMS Ban Act of 2019 got Russ from Narrows Labs. He's going to be going into the inside information as well as, just generally what has happened. Like, I've been getting a lot of messages about, oh, you hyped up the SARMS ban, nothing has happened. That's not really the case from what Russ is telling me. So we're going to go into the insider information on what has actually happened because, yeah, you're not going to notice inventory drops right off the bat. You're not going to notice supply chains being choked. But in reality, a lot of stuff did happen after the January passing date of the SARM Control Act in China, which we're going to go into just a little, bring you up to speed. There's the SARM Ban Control Act of 2019, which is a bill that has been reintroduced. This bill has already been introduced before for the United States ban to schedule SARMs. That has been reintroduced in 2019. I just looked at govtrack.us. It is still in the introduce phase. No movement has happened. However, China introduced a trade deal which banned a lot of the compounds that you know of, such as LGD 4033 and others on the list. That passed. That is enacted. That is fully live in swing. So I'm going to bring Russ on, let him do all the filling in on what has exactly happened and how he sees the market in the future. Generally, overall, not just with Narrows, generally overall, where he sees it going. So, Russ, I appreciate you coming on, being so open and discussing. I really want to see thumbs up on this video because it takes a lot to come on and just say it how it is, and that's exactly what Russ is going to do.
Yeah, thank you, Russo. The SARMs pretty much, we're looking, I sent an email today to those of you who are subscribed to Narrow's email list, and pretty much GW, S4, and those are on their last leg. So we're not going to be seeing those again.
You could not find any more.
You can't get any more, no. It's pretty much done. And this was known. This wasn't new. A lot of people didn't believe it, though. They're like, yeah, it's just a hype. But no, it's true. They're not coming back. And we can't get any more either. And you weren't going to see an immediate, us go out of stock immediately because we carry a lot of inventory. We tried to buy more as soon as we heard that SARMs were going out. So we stocked up. So we'll have some supply, but it's limited and it's going to go here pretty soon. So unfortunately, that's the truth of the matter. I hate to say it just as much as everybody else, because GW and S4 and those are pretty popular compounds, especially GW.
GW is extremely popular, shown in multiple studies to triple HDL, and there's obviously the controversial cancer study. But as far as the feedback I've received around the world on GW, that is definitely going to be one that people are going to miss, in my opinion.
Oh, it's sad. It's definitely sad because it's one of our best sellers. So I've exhausted my options. I've went out just like everybody else. Almost every other SARM supplier probably went out, tried to see if they can buy from India. Everybody's saying, oh man, go, India. No, it's not that simple. It's just not. India doesn't just start producing SARMs and getting them into the United States. It doesn't work like that. There's a lot of behind the scenes things that you really don't know about unless you're in the business. It sounds simple, yeah. So, if anybody wants to go to India and go get it made, hey, there's an opportunity for you. Go out there and do it.
There you go.
A lot of money. So,
but the infrastructure is not set up, so.
Not set up. It's open for anybody that wants to try, and hey, let me know if you do, please.
So which ones do you see going quickly? Which ones have been excluded from the ban list and you're having no issues? And have there been any new compounds come on the market now that these old compounds are obviously going to be phased out because of the laws and restrictions associated? It's no joke with these restrictions if you look at the penalties involved, and it's not like, oh, you can just slide under the rug like the UGLs have been doing. No, it's across the board, it seems like, with these penalties.
This is the first time that China's actually done this. I don't know what it has to do with, but probably pressure from our side to get them to quit manufacturing these compounds. But this hasn't happened before. They are actually, attaching some serious penalty to manufacturing and producing this stuff. So MK677, thank God, is still going to be here. YK11 still going to be around. S23, Rad 140, LGD, GW, S4, those are going bye-bye. Yeah, those are on the list, and we won't be seeing those anymore, unfortunately.
It's weird they left YK11 off the list, because in my mind, from knowing all the biochem behind all of them, YK by far is the sketchiest one, has the least data. So I'm surprised. Obviously, it shows what lawmakers just are looking at. What's popular, not what's actually dangerous, in my opinion.
Offstream too. So what is selling? What's the biggest sellers? I don't know how they left. Let's just be happy, But so there are going to be some replacements. This one doesn't make sense to me. Rad 140 is going to be replaced with ACP 105. I don't know how well that's a replacement. I don't even think that's a replacement, honestly. So.
I think I'm like the only one who's done a video log of ACP 105. And it is nowhere near comparable to RAD 140. I would compare it to like S4, Osterine. It's a weird one. I wouldn't look at it, if you have no experience with ACP 105, as a direct replacement to RAD. RAD, way more androgenic.
GW 51516 getting replaced with GW 0742, I believe. I'm not familiar with
I've been getting sent that DM like, hey Russo, do you know about this? I personally haven't looked into it, so if anyone has experience, please comment it down below. I assume it's just another GW on the development phase of GW in general. Maybe it's better in some aspect or regard, but I will be digging through the science to figure out the key, at least what I can tell from the theoretical medical research, the key difference with the new GW. But they're addressing the GW with another GW, which is obviously a PPR delta antagonist as well. I assume it's just in the same family of compounds.
Luckily, yeah, they've got that working for them. That replacement is actually a viable replacement. Okay. SR9009 with SR9011. I
assume that's just the same thing as GW.
Yeah, same type of thing going on there. LGD 4033 being replaced with LGD 3033. And I know that you've had some experience on that, so you might want to elaborate on that.
Right, so 4033 from a clinical aspect is superior because the dosing schedule is 24 hours, meaning superiorly, like when you're trying to develop a pharmaceutical compound, you want one that is going to be stable, one that's easy for people to keep on track with muscle wasting diseases. That's why 4033 got the limelight. 3303 is a condensed version in a 6-hour half-life that's way stronger and seems to be way more androgenic, but it has a 6-hour half-life, meaning most likely you will need a testosterone or androgen base under it if you want to play around with it, in my opinion, or you need to keep up on the half-life. But I made a separate video, which you can go check out on my channel, where I discuss, my results, my side effects, and everything with 3303. It's extremely strong, extremely powerful, on the same level as regular oral gear, in my opinion, oral gear that I've tried, and the same level as S23. It's LGD without the water retention, how I would put it, but it's a dry look. It's not a wet look. The thing is the half-life, so it's not stable for very long, but it is a replacement in that regard. It reminds me more of a D-ball-like effect without the water retention and estrogen conversion and DHT conversion. That's how I would think of it in a 6-hour half-life. But as far as the easiness of 4033, the long half-life, you don't really have to really worry or balance androgen levels. It's going to take a lot more, education backing going in if you're deciding to play with that one, and there's going to be more suppression. So that is kind of like a good one. I think 3303, in my predictions, will be popular as long as, until the SARMS get banned in the United States. I think it will be popular. That being said, you know, it's a much different, more advanced compound in my opinion. How I take it from my playing around with it. So you can check out my full video on that. And then is Austrian being, I'm assuming Austrian maybe with ACP again, because that's what I would compare ACP to personally.
Yeah, so those are the only ones that are being introduced. As far as replacements, you know, the only ones that I see that are direct replacements was the three that I just listed: the LGD 3033, the GW 0742, and not the ACP. That's
so moving forward. Obviously, inventory for the compounds that have been popular, that have been quote unquote mainstream, no longer able to be produced in China. When do you see in your predictable future the crunch time happening to accumulate those compounds if you are going to stockpile them?
I would say right now, and I'm not just saying, you know, go to Narrows, go to your favorite research SARMS company and grab them up, because they're going through the same thing too. So go ahead, if you buy from Narrows, if you buy from the other companies, go ahead and grab them up, because sooner or later they're going to be gone, because it's across the board. Everybody's experiencing it. The new compounds will be introduced after the Chinese New Year. China's on halt right now. They're doing firecrackers and everything else that they do over there right now for their Chinese New Year, and that's going to, right after the Chinese New Year, they're expecting to get things going again on these new things. So I'm excited.
Any closing thoughts as far as the ban goes, United States ban? Anything you would like to close on? I
have not heard anything about it, but most likely it's going to go through. Unfortunately, you know, we all know that SARMS it's a ticking time bomb. They're going to get banned sooner or later, unfortunately.
Awesome. I really want to appreciate Russ for coming on, being real, open, upfront. Again, this is not a commercial for him. This is him just explaining the back end of what's going on, so you are not ployed into false information maybe that other companies are blasting their emails with, or UGLs are creating false information about. This is straight from the source, so I really do appreciate him coming on, being open and upfront, and obviously not really hiding anything. He's just explaining exactly what he went through, and that's it. There's no ploy around this. I really hate to read those comments, because you don't know how difficult it is getting someone like this on camera and then coordinating someone this busy to get on camera. So I really do appreciate it, and it fucking pisses me off when I see these comments, because there's no content like this around here. You guys are getting the inside scoop. So I really appreciate Russ. Give him a thumbs up. I will see you guys in my next video.
Thank you, Russo. Thank you, guys.